Everybody out there, I'm back by myself. Nobody else is here, all alone. And I'm going to be talking about something that's really cool to me. Atlantis, Godzilla. Who's down there? What's going on? Because if I remember correctly, back in the Toho films, there are a lot of things that are tied into what could be going on now that they introduced Atlantis. I think that's really cool. Originally, I looked at something by Screen Rant, and they had a couple of good points. Some not so good. They brought up the fact that Gamera could be introduced. Doesn't make sense, not owned by them. They would have to go out of their way to get it, and I doubt that they would intertangle the two. I mean, I would love to see it. Nobody's ever seen that, but I don't think that's going to happen. The more likely one, though, is that Batra comes, which is the opposite of Mothra, basically the arch nemesis of Mothra, and if they're taking such a big stance on Mothra being involved in this universe, then it would make sense that Batra would come. He's basically the night to the day of Mothra. He protects the Earth, but he doesn't care about anybody on the Earth. So if you're like destroying the Earth or polluting it, he's gonna kill your ass. It doesn't matter. Mothra comes in and fights him because of that in a movie, and then also Godzilla has a movie where he fights Batra and Mothra. They team up against Godzilla because Godzilla's bad. He's not bad though. Moving on, we got another one that I actually like a lot, and that is Gigan and Megalon. Now this is funny because this is definitely one from the Toho and not from the best Toho in most people's opinion. I love this movie. It's one of my favorites. It's so goofy and stupid. Jet Jaguar's in it, and obviously Megalon and Gigan, and the two of them are just two awesome monsters. One, Gigan's actually an alien. He just helps Megalon, but you could really see where the I forget the name of them, but they're like basically the Atlanteans, and they have this like this army down there, and they hate that the Japanese are drilling down on them and stuff like that, and like destroying stuff, and I don't know, making their lights, like stuff fall from their light fixtures. I don't know what's going on, but that's basically what it was. So they send out Megalon, who's basically a big beetle. He gives Godzilla a good fight, but Godzilla ends up kicking his ass. So ultimately, he would be a cooler one just because I'd love to see the design of Megalon in the new movies. He's got like freaking blades hands, and Gigan also has like hook hands, and they're just really wacky looking. The one that I actually think is going to happen for after this film, the number one thing that I would have to guess, obviously the Kong thing's happening because that's forced now. That's on its way, whether you like it or not. But I think there's a bigger villain that's going to actually have Godzilla and King Kong for the first time team up. And that would be, listen to me, that's the coolest thing in the world because people have been trying to pit them against each other for decades. Who would win? Who's stronger? Dude, who cares? We want to see them destroy shit and go crazy, so who's better for them to introduce now that they use the Oxygen Destroyer? Destroyer. Okay, Destroyer's going to come in. He's basically the Cronenberg experiment of the Godzilla universe other than Biollante. He's disgusting looking. He kills a little Godzilla, kills a little baby Godzilla, and then, burning Godzilla. We're not going to get that. That already happened, but Destroyer is badass. He's no joke. He beats the shit out of Godzilla, drags him all over town with his tail. Some other stuff. Shoots like a cool, another type of atomic beam because he's also born of radiation. And he's like what happens when Godzilla doesn't work out. So yeah, basically, overall, those are the biggest ones, and he's definitely the coolest one that I would want to see in the next movie. I definitely think they're going to go with that route. The one other one I'd like to touch on that I like to shoot down is that people are talking about, oh, in Godzilla's lair, there's a skeleton. Is it Anguirus? And listen to me. I love Anguirus. Everybody loves Anguirus. I thought Anguirus should have been in this freaking movie, alright? That's what I thought. I thought he should have been at least bowing down to Godzilla because they were buddies in the Toho movies. That's kind of the charm of the Toho movies is that the monsters have those types of relationships. So who's better to build on that type of relationship than the guy that was Godzilla's friend? In those movies, there's even a really wacky one where they speak to each other and it gets translated through sound waves of Godzilla science. So yeah, that's it for me. That's all I got for you guys. If I have anything else on Godzilla, I'm going to be posting more content on it. If you guys have anything that you've read, if you have anything that you guys are, speculating on, listen, I've watched it all. Heisei series, all that crazy shit, the Millennium series. Talk to me about all that wild shit. Is Hedorah going to come back, the Smog Monster? Because he's one of my favorites. I love him. I thought that was one of the fucking craziest, wackiest movies out of all of them. So let me know what you guys think. Garage Heroes, signing out.